Well, commiserations, Gary. I mean, you must be gutted, really, having more than matched Tranmere all game and then to lose out to a wonder strike like that.
Yeah, I think that, as I say, pleased with the performance overall, John. I felt that certainly a tough game, even though they are all tough games. But to come to Tranmere, first game was going to be tough. But I think it was a game that we relished. We look forward to that challenge, and I felt certainly in the first 45 minutes we bossed and had a lot of possession in the match and played some good football at times. And we could have found ourselves and should have found ourselves in front. There's no doubt about that. We had them in trouble. Their back line was struggling at times, and a great opportunity came to John Goddard, where Kieran Murphy got to the byline and pulled it back there. And John's hit the target. He's good defending if you're a defender. There's no doubt about that. John's tried to place it, and the boys done very well to stop it. And it was a game, as I say, apart from one header, which they had in the first half, where Jake Cole had to just get down at the near post and take it. We were very much in control of it, John. I was very relaxed. I felt the crowd was starting to get on to the Tranmere players. They were starting to get frustrated. A good crowd here, and I think that we probably wasn't respected or wasn't looked at as the opposition, or the way we could play football the way we did and the way we can. And probably the biggest frustrating part and the disappointing thing what's come out today, John, was losing Scott Rendell just before our time. When you lose a player, whoever that player is, it's a big blow, but when you lose your main striker, who's got 28 goals for you last season, and see him getting stretchered off just before half time, it was very disappointing. There's no doubt about that. It did affect some of the lads. There's no secret at half time. They were very concerned for the safety of Scott. We don't know the extent of the injury at the moment, and I heard this rumour, I heard that story. That's what you get, I'm afraid, in football and in life. But until he gets a scan and we get checked out on Monday, when it all settles down, we'll see what the picture is and go from there. But we've been a little bit light, John, in respect of over the pre-season, getting that extra strike of what we feel we need at the club. And to lose Scotty then on the stroke of half time is going to make it even tougher second half. But Jez led the line well up there, and we had players coming from wide position off of Jez. And as I say, we look at the game, and there was nothing in it. We had the best opportunity again. 15 minutes in the second half, Bruno Andreas was behind them. He probably another day would have turned around and put that in the back of the net after beating the defenders, lobbed it over the goalkeeper, just wide of the goal, and that's how football goes. But they got a free kick outside the penalty area. I couldn't see, who gave it away, or was it a case whether it's foul, but no problem with the decision. I can't change it. They've worked a great free kick. John, the boys say that he shanked it. He couldn't have put it in there if he tried any better. Right in the corner, couldn't do nothing about it. And I felt that one goal, which I was like and thinking at the time, was going to go our way, as Reward has landed up beating us 1-0. But as I say, we tried again. We went 3-4-3. We didn't sit back the last 10-15 minutes. Not quite the beat, John, but an encouraging performance. A lot of honesty shown, but I felt that I see a display at the back today by Ismail Yakubu, which is something which I think that the Woking fans who travelled, which were absolutely superb, got behind the team throughout. And you'll see down at Kingfield that there's a centre half at this football club, believe me. I think a lot of people asked, how good is Ismail Yakubu? Well, as we all know, he's had 3 promotions out of this league, and you can see why. When he heads it, it goes distance a long, long way. The power of strength. I thought Sarzi done well with him, and I felt we looked solid overall, John. I felt we looked comfortable in midfield. I'll say just that final third up there, and a little bit of luck on the day, we'd have got a result, but not to be.
And as you say, Gary, defensively today we looked very, very strong. It was very noticeable how Yakubu leads by example. He was talking to his colleagues, talking to the defenders, and the 2 fullbacks did very well today too, didn't they? Arthur and Caprice. Yeah,
it's a new, as we say, John, it's a new transition at the football club. We've had some, lots of success, as we know, and you look at it, and not to see Joe McNerney at the back is a little bit strange, and other players who've been a big part of the success over the last 4 years. But it's a new transition for the club, John. I think that you see it at every level of football, and I think we're going through that now. I think that the Woking fans have been very encouraged and pleased, and all believe that we've achieved and punched above our weight over the last 4 years. I'm not saying we won't again, John, but if we get the commitment and we play the football we can, even though we've got a small squad with something up top to, be lively around the box, we'll still be a very competitive side.
And in terms of finding strikers, Gary, obviously it's the hardest thing a manager really has to do. Is there perhaps hope that you might be able to fetch somebody in, or a couple in?
John, we try all the time, but what do you want to do? Do you want to just turn around and sign somebody just to say we signed somebody? We look for a specific player. I think over the last 3 years or 3.5 years, if you look at Woking and a lot of the success what we've had, when we've had Jack Marriott with pace to get down the sides and behind, it stretches teams, cause a problem. You look at situations, not only with him, with Yemi, who came to the club from Eastleigh. I educated Richard Hill in Eastleigh, what a good player Yemi was. So they took him back to sit on the bench and sell programmes, because that's all we probably do in a squad of 57 players, because he won't be playing every week. So that's what we had there. I think we had Bradley Bubb when he came to the club. He played up front with a lot of pace. So it's hard to find that player who's got that sharpness down the sides or get behind. There's a great outlet ball, and as much as Jez is no slouch, don't get me wrong, he's not got that blistering pace. Scott Rendell needs that player around him, really, in respect of you have a situation where Scotty has been winning and always will win a lot upstairs in the air. So it's a case of really having an option of your play. So a lot of football players don't like that now today, in respect of they don't like running behind because they think it's hard work. They all want to be number 10s, they don't want to be Lionel Messi or this and that, and players like that. So we know the type of player we want, John, and we'll try our utmost to fetch that in, but I've never been the sort of person, I think everybody knows that. I would have liked to have that in place by now at the moment, not to be at the moment, but we'll keep trying, that's for sure.
And next up, game on Tuesday night at home against Bromley, who had a decent win today, so they're certainly going to be tricky opponents.
Oh, they'll be tough, they've gone out, and all credit to the manager Mark Goldberg and the football club. They've done very, very well, and they've gone out and made some great signings, some proven players, and they're coming up with a success story last year with momentum going into today's game, and they've got a good result, try gather. Against a strong Wrexham team who a lot of people's fancy this year. So they will come there, in buoyant mood, very tough game, full of running. But, we'll do our utmost and our best to play the quality football we can and hopefully get a good result.
Lovely, thank you very much, Garry. Safe journey home.
Cheers, cheers.